It's stupid. She's been in tears, crying in office. And at the end of the day, if it all goes wrong, it'll be me and her that gets chose shit or bar staff are no good. But nobody seems to care. I know I'm being ratty, but that's because I'm passionate about what I'm doing. And I'll probably be friends with everybody by the end of the night. But at the minute, I'm a bit angry, so I've come over here for some food.
I know that the team's quite nervous, yes, obviously. But the place is looking absolutely fantastic, and I'm really excited.
Stop laughing. I'm going to cry. Jessica, Warren has had to measure me and gone... Warren's measured me and gone shopping for a suit, which I've had to borrow money for. Come back. I'm going to cry.
I'm going to be watching the choreography, watching the dancers and passing comment on sharpness and things and being quite ruthless with them.
Should we go and have some sex, Jessica?
She's getting a bit hysterical of it, really.
It's very frustrating. We're having to compromise an awful lot on detail and finish because the contractors, for some reason known to themselves, got a very slow start on the project. A lot of the finishes, the vinyls, we're having to use second choice. It's all got to be ripped out and redone.
The finale costumes haven't arrived from China and they won't arrive. I just found out.
We're desperately wanting to get the contractors off site.
All the costumes are on the stage. I can't even put them in the dressing room because the dressing rooms are still wet. The carpets haven't been laid yet. It's a bit scary.
The staff arrive tomorrow. If they don't turn up, we're buggered. We've overbooked because we know people won't turn up. So we've got two chances. We might have too many staff and then sadly we'll have to get rid of people, or we've got not enough staff and we'll have to start recruiting again.
There's no backup plan at this point. I've made the decision that the Leeds crew won't perform tomorrow. It's got to be this cast.
We just had the visit from the building inspector and the centre management to pass the building. Everything's passed, but as part of our fire escape strategy, the landlord has to build some staircases out in the service yard to link in with our fire exits. They've built those as a temporary measure in scaffolding and she's condemned them all.
Marcus is under a massive amount of pressure today, and I can honestly say I haven't had a conversation with him that's lasted more than 2 minutes because he's running round with his head up his arse completely.
I'm foul at the minute. Warren's fine. I am the most evilest person at the minute. Some people would say I always am evil, but I am just vile at the minute. I've just got so much going through my head. I've got a headache all the time, but I know things are going to get better. It's just I just want it to be perfect.
He is very stressed at the moment, and rightly so. It's a fantastic venue and anything can go wrong. Hopefully it won't.
Next time, will the dancers be ready?
Still got a lot to learn. I'm sure Lexi's still got a lot to learn as well, even though she's been doing it 10, 12 years.
Maria, do you do flick or step?
It's not really a flick or a step because you're not just going to go like that.
With just hours to go till the doors open, can the team pull it together?
No, I'm not happy. No, the club doesn't look how I'd like it to look. The dress rehearsal hasn't happened yet. The guys haven't worn any of the feathers. Some of the feather costumes haven't arrived as yet. It still looks a bit like a building site.
Birdcage is opening a £2 million venue in Manchester with the help of a crack team from the original Leeds club. It's the day of the launch, but the dancers still haven't rehearsed on the actual stage. The club isn't finished and everyone's very stressed.
No, I'm not happy. No, the club doesn't look how I'd like it to look. The dress rehearsal hasn't happened yet. The guys haven't worn any of the feathers. Some of the feather costumes haven't arrived as yet. It still looks a bit like a building site.
The wigs have been sat for 2 days and I haven't dared take them out because there's that much money here and we've had nowhere to put them. There's been no styling done on them because they've been vacuum packed for all this time.
The guest list is absolutely massive, bigger than we expected. We're going to be over capacity. The buzz on the street is really high.
6 hours now, about, give or take, till I first get to dress up as Crystal.
You always buy straight wig and put curls, and if you buy a curly wig, they tend to look a bit, you know, like little Bo Peep curl.
I'm just taking in a dress for Lexi, just because it's lycra, but it's not quite tight enough, it's quite baggy.
There we go. It's so special.
Just remember, ear tabs and your sideburns, forehead in, pullover.
I had to have a wig put on for me, I can't believe it.
You'll learn. Three parts your first time, you will learn.
I know. Oh, so much to learn.
Everybody's got to start somewhere.
Even the cocktail waiters had to start somewhere.
Okay, so I'm saying this is about 12.5, so when you need a 10ml shot, flip it over and use the back and almost fill it. So we've got 40 vodka, 25 puree, 10 lemon. Sugar syrup is going to go in pretty much everything. It's going to have a nip pourer and 5 mils. So it's going to be really easy. You just do like a little dash, basically. Okay, the soda water's not connected yet. But basically, draw and a garnish. And there you go. You got any?
Desperately been trying to find the contractors who built the steps and they've just disappeared. So we've had to pull joiners off work, important work here, to pull them out there to reconstruct the steps. Otherwise, no matter what we'd have done in here, we wouldn't have got it open. 7 o'clock, the fire officer's coming back with the centre management guy, and they're coming to check the emergency exit corridors to make sure we've got them cleared. Because when they did their first inspection, they were full of all the deliveries that we'd had last night. We did try to explain that to them, but they just said, well, we need to see it clear, so that's what we've done. You know, and now we're 2 hours away from getting drunk.
At last, with a few hours to go, Jessica and her dancers get to rehearse on the new stage. One of the most important things, the bar stock, finally arrives.
I'll tell you what, I'm busy, Julia. Why don't you ring me now? Because we had Carol Smiley going around and built some steps in 5 hours.
Totally out of sync. Everybody else is in a lovely vehicle. We kind of just no man's land. In the V, you know this one, where Lex is at the top.